let us consider some of the important formulae from topic current electricity. First of all, from 11th standard, we consider important formula. Electric charge acquired by a body is always equal to plus or minus Ne. Now in this equation, N be the number of electron, yes, lost or gained by a body. It is always integer value. It takes values 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. And E is nothing but here basic charge called as electronic charge. Its value is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Now once the charge is known, second important quantity, and that is nothing but electric current. We know that SI unit of charge is coulomb. Capital C, full form, yes, C-O-U-L-O-M-B. While writing full form, initial letter must be small letter. Now current, we know the basic formula, rate of flow, net rate of flow of charge with respect to time, Q upon T. Q if we replace as Ne, so another form we can write Ne divided by T. As per Ohm's law, we can write current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. So from which we can write SI unit here ampere. So otherwise we can write this is also equal to coulomb per second because charge upon time, or volt upon resistance means it is also volt per ohm. Volt upon ohm. This is also another possible unit for electric current. But generally unit used it is ampere. Sometimes smaller current we need certain multiplying factors such as milliampere. 1 milliampere is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Microampere, 1 microampere is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. Nanoampere, yes, 10 raised to minus 9 ampere. So etc. etc. Sometimes such smaller units may be required while solving problems. So this is for electric current. Next formula, that is about Ohm's law. Ohm's law for external circuit and Ohm's law for, yes, external circuit and complete circuit. We know that according to Ohm's law for external circuit, V is equal to, yes, IR. Or two more form we can write I is equal to V divided by R, or another R is equal to V divided by R. These are the three forms of equation. Depends which quantity is given. Two quantities will be provided, third unknown quantity we have to calculate. So accordingly, you can use either form of this equation. This is Ohm's law as applied for external circuit. When we think about complete circuit, then according to Ohm's law for complete circuit, EMF of a given cell or battery E is equal to capital V plus I into small r. Or another form, that is current drawn from a battery is equal to EMF divided by total resistance R plus small r. Very important while solving problems. So E be the EMF of given cell or battery, capital R external resistance, and small r is nothing but internal resistance of that cell. Now here, one of the important point to be noted. In this equation, E is equal to capital V plus IR. Lakshya, V plus IR. Now E will be equal to V when, yes, case number 1, current is 0, otherwise internal resistance is 0. Now internal resistance 0 never possible, but current may be 0. This is possible when circuit is open, and that helps us to define EMF of a cell. EMF of a given cell or battery is nothing but terminal potential difference between two terminals when it is open circuit. So while solving problem, this is very important point to be noted. Now next important part is nothing but EMF definition. Actually EMF is also given by formula, the ratio of work done to the charge displaced once around the closed circuit. Means amount of work done to circulate given charge once around the closed circuit. This ratio always gives rise to EMF, and hence another unit it is joule per coulomb. One unit is volt, so we can write volt is equal to joule per coulomb. The EMF of a cell is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is required to circulate 1 coulomb charge once around the closed circuit. Now the next important formula, number 5, which is very important, and that is nothing but resistance of a given metallic wire. So what is formula for resistance? Resistance is given by formula rho L upon A. SI unit is ohm. Now here rho be the resistivity, and no doubt resistivity, just rearranging the terms, we can write formula as RA upon L. Here SI unit is ohm meter from formula. Now resistivity and resistance both are temperature dependent. Means resistance and specific resistance both are said to be directly proportional to temperature. If resistance or resistivity is to be calculated at certain T2 temperature, and if certain value at T1 temperature is given, then we can write formula, yes, R2 is equal to R1 in bracket 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. Very important formula. Or you may write here rho 2 is equal to rho 1 in bracket 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Almost similar type of formula. This is to calculate resistance at second temperature. This is to calculate resistivity at second temperature. And in this equation, alpha is called as a temperature coefficient of resistance. Very, very important. Now here, number 8, reciprocal of resistance is called as a conductance. Conductance is nothing but reciprocal of resistance. As SI unit of resistance is ohm, SI unit of conductance is nothing but, yes, MHO, mho. Ohm we are writing OHM, you have to write in reverse manner, MHO, mho. Or another unit Siemen, SIEMEN, Siemen. Or symbol you can write inverted omega like this. So this is conductance, reciprocal of resistance. Like that, reciprocal of resistivity means 1 by rho is nothing but conductivity. Next formula, number 9, conductivity. SI unit is mho per meter, or that is Siemen per meter. Very, very important while solving problems. Conductance, reciprocal of resistance. In similar manner, reciprocal of resistivity is nothing but conductivity. Is it clear? Now next formula, that is about work done. Work done to overcome the resistance of a given circuit is nothing but, yes, there are 3 equations actually. Work done is equal to VIT, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. Simple form to remember, okay? Or simple keyword. Now next form, that is I square RT, or next one, that is V square T divided by R. This is formula to calculate work done to overcome resistance of a given circuit. It is expressed in Joule. Then next one, heating effect of electric current. As per Joule's law, we know that heat produced is equal to work done divided by J, where J is the heat constant, and no doubt value of J is equal to always 4.2 Joule per calorie. Or it is also called as the mechanical equivalent of heat. Now here, if we replace all these 3 forms, then VIT divided by J, or this is equal to I square RT divided by J. This is equal to V square T divided by RJ. So here, heat is expressed in calorie, listen. Now, as work done and heat, these are both type of energies. If heat is expected or required to be in Joule, then don't consider J. Directly use formula, heat is equal to work done equal to these 3 forms. Now next one, that is nothing but power. We know that this is very important term. Power consumed in an electrical circuit is defined as rate at which work is done, or the rate at which electrical energy is consumed, energy upon time. And no doubt power is expressed in watt. So 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. This is very important conversion factor. And we know that generally in our day-to-day life, whatever electrical energy we are going to consume, its record is kept by an energy meter, and that energy meter measure energy in terms of standard unit called as Board of Trade Unit, accepted by MACB. And no doubt 1 Board of Trade Unit means, yes, how much energy is consumed? Tell me. 1 BOT, 1 Board of Trade Unit means 1 unit shown by energy meter is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Means power is expressed in kilowatt, time in hour. Because from this equation we can write formula for energy consumed is equal to power into time. So when power is in kilowatt, time is in hour, we will get unit for energy as kilowatt hour. Now 1 kilowatt hour equal to how many joule? So how to make conversions here? Kilowatt into watt, 1000 watt. And hour into second, 3600. This is watt second. But here watt second, if we take on this side, watt second means joule. Means 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 36 into 10 raised to 5 joule. This is also very, very important conversion. Many times in competitive examination, this question may arrive. 1 kilowatt hour equal to dash dash joule. So it is 36 into 10 raised to 5 joule. So these are some of the important formulae related with this current electricity basic formulae, along with which even we consider in 11th standard, yes, resistances in series combination. In series combination, equivalent resistance is dash up to Rn. If there are n number of resistors having same resistance value, then shortcut formula Rs is equal to n time R. Here R is resistance of each resistor and n with the number of resistors. Then for parallel combination, 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus dash 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 1 upon Rp. If there are only 2 resistors, then shortcut formula, yes, tell me, Rp is equal to only for 2 resistors R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. And now if there are n number of resistors having same resistance value, then common value divided by number of resistors. This is the shortcut formula. So this is for series and parallel combination of resistors. And now in 12th standard, we consider some of the important formulae related with, yes, first one KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, then KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Yes, these are the two important parts. What is KCL? Algebraic sum of all the currents at any junction is always equal to 0. And KVL, algebraic sum of electromotive forces and algebraic sum of product of current and resistance for any closed circuit is always equal to 0. These are two very important parts. Sigma I is equal to 0 and sigma E plus sigma R is equal to 0. Now here, one more wording is there for KCL. Yes, sum of incoming current equal to sum of outgoing current. Sum of incoming current equal to sum of outgoing current. To apply this law, we have to use sign convention. Incoming currents are taken as positive while outgoing currents are taken as negative. And to apply KVL, two sign convention. EMF of a cell or battery is taken as positive when we are traveling through that loop, moving from negative side to positive side. EMF of a cell is taken as negative while going from positive side to negative side. Similarly, in this product, current is positive. When positive? When it is in the opposite direction in which loop is considered. And when it is negative? When it is flowing in the direction of loop. Loop direction and current direction is same, then it is negative. Is it clear? So this is the part related with KCL and KVL. The next part which we discuss, that is about Wheatstone's network. Wheatstone's, yes, network. In Wheatstone's network, yes, what formula we discuss? Balancing condition. So when network is balanced, four resistors are related with each other by formula R1 upon R2 is equal to R3 upon R4. The advantage of this equation, out of four quantities, if three quantities are known, fourth unknown quantity can be calculated. And using this Wheatstone's network, this principle, we studied meter mesh device in which we got two formulas. Yes, first one, unknown resistance of given metallic wire X is equal to R into Lx upon Lr, where Lx is balancing length on unknown resistance side and Lr with the balancing length on known resistance side. And similarly in Kelvin's method, resistance of galvanometer is R into Lg divided by Lr. So this is also very important formula. Lg with the balancing length on galvanometer side and Lr with the balancing length on, yes, which side? Known resistance side. Now here, next part, and that is nothing but potentiometer circuit. In potentiometer, formula number 21, yes, in case of potentiometer, some of the important formulae. Number first, resistance per unit length. Resistance per unit length. Generally, it is used for a uniform wire. This is applicable for meter gauge as well as potentiometer. Resistance per unit length generally denoted with sigma and is defined as total resistance of given wire divided by total length, RAB upon LAB. SI unit is ohm per meter. Very important. Next one is nothing but potential gradient. Potential gradient. So potential gradient generally denoted with symbol K. What is formula for potential gradient? It is defined as the fall of potential per unit length, means VAB upon LAB. Drop of voltage divided by length. Now VAB upon LAB. So here VAB is nothing but current into resistance RAB. So RAB upon LAB, this ratio is indirectly sigma, and hence K can also be written as I sigma. Very important formula. Here SI unit comes out as a volt per meter. These both formulae are very important. Resistance per unit length sigma expressed in ohm per meter and potential gradient K is expressed in volt per meter. So these are the formulae. Now next application part. In application part, first application which we discuss, yes, to determine EMF of a given cell. We got formula EMF is equal to I sigma L, or I sigma can be replaced as K into L. Okay. So here L is nothing but balancing length for which that cell become open circuit, K be the potential gradient. So next one, comparison of EMF. Comparison, yes, of EMF, electromotive forces. Now there were two methods, I think. First one, individual method, and second one, yes, sum and difference method. In individual method, yes, what is the formula obtained? Comparison E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. What is L1? It is the balancing length when first cell is connected. L2 is the balancing length when second cell is connected across potentiometer. And in sum and difference method, yes, what formula we got? E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. Now here L1 is the balancing length when two cells are connected in series combination and balance against potentiometer. While L2 is the balancing length when two cells are connected in parallel combination and get balance across that potentiometer. So this is for comparison of EMF. Now next one is nothing but internal resistance of a given cell. We got formula small r is capital R in bracket L1 minus L2 divided by L2. This is again important application. Here L1 is the balancing length when cell is open circuit across potentiometer, and L2 is balancing length when cell is shunted with external resistance capital R. So this is entire formulae related with this meter, bridge and potentiometer. And the last article which we consider from this topic, from which there are certain important formulae, galvanometer, ammeter and voltmeter. So here formula number 26. Yes, in case of galvanometer, yes, what is the formula? Tell me. Galvanometer work on the principle that I directly proportional to theta. Means current flowing through galvanometer is directly proportional to angle of deflection. According to Ohm's law, current is directly proportional to voltage. Hence, we can also say that voltage across potentiometer is directly proportional to angle of deflection. And due to this advantageous point, it is used for the measurement of current as well as voltage. A modified galvanometer which is used for the measurement of current is called as ammeter. What modification? Galvanometer coil is shunted, and that shunt necessary is given by formula. Yes, S is equal to Ig into capital G upon I minus Ig. Very important formula. Ig is called as a full scale deflection current, G be the galvanometer resistance, and I is the range of a meter or maximum current to be measured. Now in this article, even we consider two more formulae. Fraction of current flowing through galvanometer, Ig upon I, is S upon S plus G. This is one formula. If we multiply this fraction by 100, we will get percentage of current flowing through galvanometer. Like that, fraction of current through shunt, Is upon I is equal to G upon S plus G. These are two additional formulae in case of this. Yes, conversion of MCG into ammeter. Similarly, conversion of, say this is 28 number, this is 29 number. And last number 30 formula, yes, conversion of MCG into a voltmeter. We required a series resistance and is given by formula R is equal to V upon Ig minus capital G. So this is again important formula for conversion of MCG into a voltmeter. So this is in brief entire list related with all the formulae from topic current electricity. So prepare well all these formulae, make a habit to recall these formulae so that